What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word cocaine?
A big pile of it.
You think about when you hear the word cocaine?
Drug addiction.
What are your personal perspectives on cocaine?
Like, personal use.
No, just your perceptions of it.
It's illegal.
Okay.
It's like really addictive.
Yeah. It's a drug.
Okay. What is the first thing you think about when you hear the word cocaine?
Kind of like a high-class, expensive drug.
First thing I think about? Bathrooms.
Why?
It's just the image in my head.
Okay.
Party.
Jim Morrison.
When you hear the word cocaine, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
Young kids, big problems. Like powder. Shit that fucks you up.
Give me some.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word cocaine?
Drug.
Cocaine has a vast history, from its medicinal uses to Evo Morales and the coca eradication conflict. The coca plant has been the subject of controversy since its discovery in 3000 BC when the Incas called it a gift from God. It was illegalized in America in 1914 because of its increased popularity since 1905, which is the year snorting cocaine took off as a pastime for the upper class.
What countries do you think are the big exporters of cocaine?
I'd say Nicaragua. Pretty much anywhere in South America.
I'm sure that people who like do the work don't make any money. That's how it is in any industry.
How much do you think a pound of coca leaf would go for?
I have no idea.
Assume it would be a lot of money or a little?
Probably a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
What do you think of the socioeconomic effects on Latin America are because of cocaine?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I do too much cocaine, I don't know. It has a lot to do, I mean, from what I know, South America, that's a lot of their money comes from cocaine.
Slightest idea. Possibly $200.
Like raw cocoa leaves,
Yeah.
unrefined. $16 a bale.
How much do you think a bale of cocoa leaf costs?
$10,000.
In Latin America, how much do you think a pound of cocoa leaf goes for?
A pound of cocoa leaf? I wouldn't imagine much. I can't imagine you getting much coke from a pound of cocoa leaf.
So do you think it's a high cash crop?
The leaf itself? No.
How do you think the cocaine trafficking has influenced international relationships between other countries and Latin American countries?
There's probably a good percentage of poverty-stricken people that are in the drug trade, so I think it'd be a pretty big impact on them. I think it'd be a pretty big impact on America, ripple effect.
I mean, what kind of economical impact are you talking about?
Well, how do you think the sale of cocaine influences Bolivia, Peru, Colombia, and their economies and their people?
Well, there's a lot of people that actually get their living out of sales, and especially in northern Bolivia that I know very well actually. The area of the San Fernando Valley, there's a lot of people that in a way, one way or the other, depend actually on the sales. Not directly to this country, but eventually that cocaine is going to make it to here.
Coca leaves typically sell for approximately $27 for 25 pounds. Coca paste, a crude extract used for making cocaine, sells for $1.50 a gram. However, this is what cartels would pay. A picker is paid only $1.50 per kilogram of leaves. Cartels sell kilograms of fully processed cocaine for $8,000 per kilogram when sold in bulk, and up to $30,000 when delivered to the U.S. Since most cocaine sold on market is under 50% pure, total commercial value of South America's exported cocaine is at a minimum of $25 billion.
How do you think the cocaine trafficking influences international affairs with the Latin American countries?
It's gotta create some tension.
There's a lot to do. I mean, from what I know, South America, that's a lot of their money comes from cocaine. As far as Mexico, I know most of their government is backed by cocaine and the drug cartels and shit, you know?
What countries do you think export it?
Mexico. What countries do you think are the main exporters?
Colombia?
Yes.
That's what I would say.
What countries do you think are the major exporters of cocaine?
Guam, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Guatemala, Peru.
Do you think there are any medicinal uses for cocaine?
Probably not.
Do you think there's any medicinal use for cocaine?
Can I be honest with you for a second? I don't know what medicinal.
Medical use.
Oh. Is there any?
Yeah, do you think there is any medical use for
No.
cocaine? No? Do you think there's any medicinal use for cocaine? Do you think there's any medicinal use for cocaine? Do you think that people use it medically?
Definitely.
For...
I don't think so. I don't think so. Depression.
Do you think there's any medicinal use for cocaine?
Probably not. No.
Do you think there's any medicinal purposes for cocaine?
Yes.
What are they?
I wouldn't know. They'd have to be further studied.
Do you think there's any medicinal use for cocaine?
No.
Do you think there's any medicinal purposes for cocaine?
Hell yeah.
What?
Bringing people back from downers.
There's a medicinal use for cocaine?
Is it what?
Medicinal use?
Well, they thought so years ago. I suppose there still is, but not in the way that the young people use it today.
What would it be used for?
I don't know. I know that Coca-Cola started, was actually cocaine in Coca-Cola. And it was considered a medicinal thing. I don't know, they used to use it for everything. Headaches, whatever. Drink Coke, you'll feel good.
It's true.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sigmund Freud suggested in his book, On Coca, using cocaine to treat a variety of disorders, including morphine addiction. In 1886, Coca-Cola, containing cocaine, claimed headache relief and to be an energy drink. It was also used to treat toothaches, despondency, and sloth.
What do you think the cocaine trade does for international affairs?
I basically think that runs America.
It runs America?
Oh yeah.
But America doesn't like a cocaine trade.
That's what they say. That's not what the CIA thinks.
I really don't know that much about that, but I know there's a lot of these cartels that don't want anybody else on their turf, you know, so it probably causes a lot of grief, to put it mildly, I guess.
The cocaine trade has caused extreme consequences and strain on United States relations. Bolivia's relations are severely severed since Evo Morales' election and pro-coca mentality, despite that they produce less than other countries, such as Peru. The United States has claimed that the cocaine trade in Latin America aids funding for terrorism in the Middle East. Currently, the United States is trying to forcibly eradicate coca fields through fumigation with a form of Roundup that is undisclosed, and through military slash-and-burn tactics. Other countries such as Russia and Iran support some of these countries in their oppositional stance against United States influence.
Un rêve